For my breakfast this morning, I decided to make myself this parfait in a bowl with the Nutrisystem chocolate granola that has hazelnuts and other natural flavors in it. I didn't even realize that I had this. I went fishing around in my shelf-stable breakfast foods, and I saw, oh, perfect day. So, I'll give you the nutrition facts first. It's 1.4 ounces in weight, has 140 calories. It has 3 grams of fat. It has half gram saturated fat, 25 carbs, 9 fibers, and 10 grams of protein. So this is one smart carb. Okay, so moving on to the suggestion is that you have 4 ounces of skim milk with that. So what I did is, last time I didn't do it this way. I just made a full serving of yogurt, and I think I counted it for a power fuel because it was 90 calories. So this time I'm doing it as a Nutrisystem Breakfast, not a flex meal. So what I did is I put 45 calories worth of the Greek non-fat yogurt, which is 85 grams. I weighed it out. I put 1 scoop of the Nutrisystem protein probiotic shake mix, and I put about a tablespoon of water, and I stirred it up. If you're going to make this, less is more when it comes to adding water. So you add a little at a time because you don't want it to be too watery. And then what I did is I mixed in some of the granola, and then I topped it off with the rest of the granola so it'd be crunchy. And then I put a tablespoon of the Great Value whipped topping for 25 calories. It's 2 tablespoons actually for 9 grams weighed out. And that's going to be an extra for me. And then I had to put some spring sprinkles because I just felt like giving it a sundae kind of look. Along with the sugar-free Great Value chocolate syrup, which is 5 calories for, I think, 2 tablespoons. But I didn't even put that. I just put like a little bit on top. I didn't measure it. So yeah, and along with that, I'm having my coffee, and I'm working on my first bottle of water for the day. So I'm going to go enjoy this now, and I'll see you back at lunch. So altogether, this is, 1 small carb and 1 power fuel, because the shake mix and the yogurt makes 105 calories together, and that's a power fuel. Okay. For my lunch today, I am having this Nutrisystem Chewy Trail Mix bar, and it has, I'll zoom in here a little bit, 200 calories. It weighs 1.8 ounces. It has 8 grams of fat, 2.5 saturated fat, 24 carbs, 6 fibers, and 12 grams of protein. So according to Nutrisystem math, this fits nicely in with that it's 1 smart carb and 1 power fuel. And excuse me, this is what it looks like. It's got chocolate on the bottom. I don't think I've ever had this one. And with it, I'm having a cup of raw carrots. And then I decided I have the desire for apple with peanut butter. So I'm having a tablespoon of peanut butter, this Jiffy Natural, and an apple. And that is going to be 1 smart carb and 1 power fuel for me. And approximately, let me see, 150, 95 calories for the peanut butter, and another like 75 calories for the apple because it's small. And on that note, I will see you at dinner. For my dinner tonight, I decided to have some of my homemade meatballs. If you haven't had a chance to look at my video, I have a video up on it, and also the recipe is listed in the description box. So I'm just going to let you know that this is, for serving, it's 4. And it would be 1 smart carb and 1 power fuel. So because my eyes are bigger than my stomach, I decided that I can borrow from this morning. I have a small carb. From one of my snacks, I have a small carb. So I can go with the 2 of those, and then it'll give me the 2 power fuels that I need for dinner. And alongside it, I have cauliflower rice and the Asian mix that I love from BJ's. And that's about 3 servings of vegetables. So I have a feeling that I'm going to eat half of this, and then tomorrow I'll be having the other half for lunch, and I'll see about getting another Power Fuel, and if I feel like it, I'll just have some cheese sticks for 50 calories each. I can have 2 of those. And I will be back with dessert. For my Nutrisystem snack tonight, I decided to go with the cheddar cheese popcorn. This bag is 140 calories. It weighs an ounce. It's got 7 grams of fat, a half gram saturated fat, 15 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 5 grams of protein. As I mentioned before, when I was about to have my dinner, there was no way I was going to eat 8 meatballs. So I was happy to know that Jim wanted to try them. So he had the other 4, and I had 4, which was the equivalent of 1 Power Fuel and 1 Smart Carb. As it turned out, I didn't have an additional Smart Carb to spare today, but I would have eaten them anyway if I desired to have them. That wasn't the deal breaker. It was that I was just too full. And I ate about 2 vegetables worth of the cauliflower and the Asian blend. So I'm down a vegetable for the day, but that's just how it's going to have to be because I can't fit any more food. So I'm having this. It's 90 calories. It has 10 grams of fiber, and that's going to make this is it's got the right amount of calories, as you can see. 2.5 grams of fat, 1.5 saturated. It's got 11 grams of carb, 5 fibers, and 10 proteins. So this meets the Nutrisystem formula, and it's not very big, so I will enjoy this later when I have TV along with my popcorn. And I'll see you in a few. Hi there, friends. I hope everybody's doing well today, whatever day you might be watching my video. Thanks for watching. Talking about how today went, I must tell you that my favorite thing that I had today was the breakfast and lunch. I enjoyed the meatballs, but when I got too hungry, I was out, and I came home later than expected. So I just wanted to eat my dinner. It wasn't like I was hungry while I was out, because I always am able to have something that's compliant with Nutrisystem when I am out, but I wasn't looking for that. I was looking to eat my meatballs, quite frankly. I was really desiring to have them. So I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I would if I would have eaten it slowly. It's really not good for me to eat anything very fast. Maybe a bar, but not meat, especially not chicken. Anyway, it was very good, and Jim enjoyed the rest. And I have some vegetable left, as I already said. So that'll not go to waste. I'll have that probably tomorrow or the next day, whatever. So breakfast was really, really good. I enjoyed that, and it kept me very, very full. I ate a little earlier because I ate at the time I'd have my shake. But I didn't eat lunch until probably, I want to say, 2:30. And I did enjoy, I guess it was kind of like a picky plate. I don't know. I've never really had a picky plate. Maybe with cold cuts, but I don't know. The combo of that, because the bar was nutty, so the combo of having the peanut butter with the apple and then the sweet carrots, it kind of just all worked. And I have to tell you, but for the bar, Cora enjoyed it too, because of course we have to share. Anyway, so what I wanted to mention, let me see if I have it written down. I had said that I wanted to do a topic, and I was thinking about talking about ways to motivate yourself to lose weight, and what are the different things that are involved in keeping yourself motivated as you go along, or in general for people. And sorry, that was just a little kitten. Then I got into a little chat with Kim, my friend, a girl in her phone today, about how, because we both have arthritis and we should be eating anti-inflammatory foods. That's the best thing for us. And so I thought to myself, gee, I forgot all about that. And maybe I will start to do flex meals, and I'll find ways to incorporate in. I mean, they're just food. They're whole foods. It's not, and then talk about how inflammation does affect us, if we have it. And in terms of how it affects us in weight loss, in trying to lose weight, how it can. For me, my arthritis right now, I take a medication that I have not mentioned before, and it is called Contrave. And most of the people that know about Contrave are dieters, because it is a weight loss prescription medication. However, I have to share that I started it in October in my desperation, and it's made of 2 drugs. One is Wellbutrin, which I will share with you. And again, mental health around the world has such a stigma. Poor mental health, I should say. Mental health is good, but poor mental health, there's such a stigma. And there may be someone out there that listens to this video that a light bulb goes off, because oftentimes people who are suffering with obesity, or I have also environmental asthma, which causes me to be depressed because when I can't breathe, and I also lost my career over it. And I'm not complaining by any means. I'm very fortunate that I am pretty well. Most of the time, it's when the weather changes that it bothers me. But in any event, as I may have mentioned, one of the medications is an antidepressant called Wellbutrin, which I have been on and off of for many years, since it came out as an anti-smoking medication. And then they discovered when people stopped smoking that it could be used to treat depression. So now there's many forms of it. I take the one that's just the instant release 100 milligram pill, the original one. But in any event, when I need that medication, I take it as I need it. There are times that I go a long time without taking it. It could be years. And then there are times, and I also contribute that to some extent to hormones, because I know that my hormones, when this has a calic, which for the last month it did right here, I know that my hormones are not in check, even though I'm old. Someone told me hormones can be a problem the rest of your life. So the Wellbutrin, my body was well used to, and I knew there would be no problem with that. The other part of it is naltrexone. Now, naltrexone is used for opiate abuse, people who are addicted to opiates, and also alcoholism. And but in this pill, it is at a it's considered like a low dose naltrexone, which is called LDN, which off script is given to people for many different things, MS, pain, and it's not a narcotic. Obviously, I need a bracelet now because I can't, if I, God forbid, and rush to the hospital and I'm not conscious, they need to know which kind of meds to give me, because they can't give me certain ones. You have to be off the medicine for 2 weeks. But my meaning in going on and on about all this is, the Contrave, I don't take full dose. I haven't taken full dose because it was making me too tired and I wasn't being productive. So I said, you know what? I am a problem eater at night. I'll take this at 4 o'clock and I'll see how it goes. So I take 2 at 4 o'clock, where normally you take 1 4 times a day. Okay, so what I realized early on is that this medication was taking away my pain, because another thing that it does is take away inflammation. Because in here, I have a piece of a spur, bone spur, that was the size of the quarter 2 years ago. So by now it's bigger. It causes me to have bursitis. And when I started this medication, I was due to take shots. And those shots really are not really doing very much for me anymore. I get the gel shots and I get the cortisone shot. I just do it to go through the motion because I need a new shoulder. But guess what? I haven't gone for shots since last July. I usually go every 6 months for shots. Or no, every 4 months. So by accident, I feel like I got my life back. Now, I'm not selling anything to anyone, but if I'm going to sit here and talk with you about weight loss, I think it's only fair that you really know who I am and what I'm about. Did it stop the binging? For me, not really. What stopped the binging for me, well, I can say some of the binging, but was really when I went on Nutrisystem. I stopped looking for the food at night because now I'm eating the way I should be eating. And I keep saying that like a broken record. But talking about inflammation is very important. And that's a part that like nobody really talks about. Not Nutrisystem, not Weight Watchers. Nobody talks about that. So I thought, well, gee, maybe I'll share some of that information with you, or I'll also encourage you to go look that up, because you might be surprised at how much food is affecting your ability to lose weight. And we all know it affects our health, let's face it. Nutrisystem is much better than going to McDonald's. You know, a lot of people have issues with McDonald's and fast food. And for me, I know I won't be on all of the foods forever, but right now I will be remaining on them and doing my flex meals, as I will be incorporating more flex meals than you've seen so far. And I'll try to get very creative, and maybe some of them will give you some ideas for yourself. And that's really all I wanted to say. I've gone on for 9 minutes now. I think that's long enough, plus the food. So with this, I thank you all very much for watching. Please hit the like, hit the bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.